Traders in the building, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm so glad, man, that you've discovered me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the continued support, and I hope you keep finding value in these videos so that you grow as the channel grows. So today we analyze the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and in front of us we have the dollar index. And already, as you can see, I've drawn everything for you guys. And what am I expecting on the dollar index? I'm expecting buys. The reason is that we are in a bullish trend. You notice price has been making higher highs and higher lows. Obviously, you can see that clear as day, price is in an upswing, right? Another reason is that this was a resistance area at some point where price was failing to break. It was really failing to break, and eventually when it broke, we did come back again there in that zone. But guess what? What's happening currently? Price is kind of failing to break below this area of support over here, and this is a monthly time frame. So if you count these candlesticks, it's about 6 candlesticks. Price failing to break this area, this zone over here. So for like 6 months, price failing to break this, there's no point of us looking for sales, right? We should be looking for buys. So that's how I take it. I'm looking for buys on the dollar index. If you go to the daily time frame, you will notice that there was an area that I did say, guys, you should be looking for buys. If you are trading this specifically, this instrument, I did say you should expect price to come back to this area of sensitivity here, and when it gets there, you should be looking to enter your buys. And if you had bought, it's clear to see that you would have made money, obviously. So I'm bullish on this instrument. Where can you potentially buy again? If you're looking for buys, easy. Wait for price to break that resistance. On the retest, you can buy again. If we get to this resistance and you notice that price is kind of failing to break, then you should be looking for sales. That's as easy as it gets, man. I don't try to complicate my charts. I don't predict price, I follow price. So if you are at a support, I buy. If you are at a resistance, I sell. And if price proves me wrong and I lose, guess what? I have a stop loss, so I lose the amount that I was risking to begin with. So it's okay. Now going to the next pair of the day, gold. I'm bearish on gold, and the reason is you notice here that price clearly has a strong resistance over there. This was price back in 2020, I believe. In 2020, price drew that resistance over there, came back. 2022, it made that resistance. We are back again on that resistance. So really, there's no point for me to look for buys where clearly price has been failing to break for the past 3 years. Another reason is that if you notice, we do have a trend line, resisting trend line. First touch here, second touch, third touch, and fourth touch. We are there for the fourth time. So I'm bearish on this market. But let's go to our daily time frame to see price movement better. I like to do it like that. So I did say last week that there was a trend line over here that clearly we broke it, and I did say my anticipation is that price could go back to retest that trend line, and then we can see price dropping, and price did exactly that. So now, because I'm trading a 15 minutes time frame, I did manage to maximize on these setups. And if you notice here, price did come here to retest. If you were selling from there, you would be in profits currently right now. So I'm looking for sales continuing down. The thing that you can look for is that price could again come back to this area of resistance, just to retest that area, to gather enough momentum to eventually then short, maybe up to this area over here. That's all I'm looking for on gold. I'm bearish on this instrument. I mean, you can tell from my tone, I'm not as excited as I usually am on other videos, because I keep saying the same thing, and it's starting to feel like I'm making the same video because it's starting to get boring for me, right? But because you guys find value from the videos, I want to make sure I am as consistent as possible, right? But otherwise, there's really no point of me making this video. If you could watch last week's video, you'd still be on the safe side of the market, because we are still doing the same thing as we've been doing for the past 3 weeks or whatsoever. So US100, I'm bullish on this instrument because we are in a bullish trend. And the second reason is that price clearly, if you notice over here, we do have a support that we just came from, and now when price comes from a support, usually it goes to a resistance. So if price buys from a support, it's most likely going to reject or stop buying from a resistance. So my nearest resistance on the monthly time frame that I'm seeing is this high, the highest we've been on this particular instrument. So I believe price is just gathering enough momentum at this zone to eventually push up, and we can expect then sells again, or we can see price breaking that resistance, whatever it does. But I'm looking for buys Currently I am looking for buys. There is nothing else convincing me otherwise on this particular instrument. If you go to a daily time frame, we are clearly bullish on this market. If you go to a daily time frame, we are clearly bullish on this market. You notice over here, price has been making highs, higher highs, and currently price, it does seem like it's trying to retest this support over here that it had made before. It was a resistance, obviously, so I think price is coming to retest, and then from there we can expect price to continue going up. Other than that, man, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. Let's go on to our last pair of the day. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. I hope I haven't exceeded 10 minutes. I would love if I haven't exceeded that. I'm trying to keep it very short, man. On this one, again, we are in a range, but overall I am looking for buys. I'm bullish on this pair. The reason is this previously was an area of resistance. When price broke, clearly it came to support, and without hesitation it went bullish from there. So now, as I always say, price, if it bounces off a support, it's most likely going to go to a resistance. Now our nearest resistance is this high over here, so price is still in the middle over here. It's ranging for some reason, I don't know why. It's been ranging for some time. Obviously you can see this is the monthly time frame, so we've been ranging for some time over there. I'm looking for price to eventually break that area over there, and hopefully if it does break, you would be watching the market and you'd be able to take advantage of those moves going up. So my anticipation is that price could break over here, and if it does, we wait a retest, and this is where you could buy long term. But if you're a scalper like me, you can trade whatever the market gives you. If it breaks, you can still buy on that break out. Obviously going to a 15 minutes time frame, you're gonna get entries over there. But another possibility is that price, because we are in a clear range, you see price has been failing to break this resistance, it could just again come back down and respect that zone over there. It's another possibility. So look out for anything really in this market. You should look out for both buys and sells, but my anticipation, my highest probability is buys. So yeah, man, make your plan and trade your plan. That's all I can say. No matter what I can do, because other people disagree with my analysis, and it's okay because I can't be right every time, you know. So if I'm wrong, you do comment down below. We share suggestion, we explain to each other. Again, it doesn't make sense for you to say I'm wrong, because you could also be wrong. This is the market. There's no guarantee who's right or wrong. So you can't say I'm wrong, I can't say you're wrong. We are all traders trying to make money at the end of the day. So if you feel like there's something you don't understand, comment down below and we're gonna explain it together, and hopefully we're gonna find consensus, reach consensus at the end of the day. Yeah, man, that's what I have for the week that is coming. I hope you're gonna kill the markets, guys, make money, and yeah, man, let's be good together. Let's grow together. I'm sorry if you can hear me or my energy is low. I'm trying to make sure that I don't wake up my son because he's sleeping. So yeah, man, let's kill